Hey guys, how are you all doing? How is everything going? Hope you're staying safe. Okay, first of all, I'm so sorry for staying so long. It's been really long, guys. Like it's been long. I posted a video on here and all. So I've been away because you know how it has been in the country. It hasn't been all that easy and all. I've just been trying to hold up and all sort of that like that. So I hope about me, my studying abroad and moving back to Nigeria. So I feel a lot of people think or feel it's rosy out there. They just come to Nigeria and get recognized for studying abroad and all. There's this thing that just goes on that, okay, the moment they see that certificate of, oh, he studied outside the country, then boom, they'll employ you, or everything becomes so easy for you. You don't need to do anything. You just have to present your certificate and your credentials to the officials in the company, and you get employed. It's not so. It's very difficult, especially when you don't have connections, because that's what a lot of people say in this country. You have to have you need a certain amount of people, like so many people around you that could just get a connection from, that could speak to when it comes to job. It's not something easy. Like at first it's gonna look like, oh, it's easy because you already thought, or you already feel, I'm outside the country, so my coming to Nigeria will just be boom. There's no manual to that. You have to work towards it. You have to be very serious about it. You have to make sure you prioritize yourself. You have to make sure you're very up and doing with yourself before you get recognized for anything you want to do. So it's not an easy thing. You have to work hard to get whatever you want. So as for me, I passed through processes like, I served. That was 2018 to 2019 and all. It's been pretty cool. But after serving, you're okay, the chance of getting retained, as what we call it in this country, is not an easy thing, because getting retained takes time, because you have to tell you this and that and all. They already have some certain amount of people, and people are too much here, I'm sorry, they give you excuses and all, and you can't start freestyling or telling them you're not okay with it. That's their company. Like, they have rules and regulations guiding it. So yeah, that's it about it. So the second one is the environment. Like, the environment could be another thing for so many people, because you're literally coming from abroad to Nigeria. I mean, you're dealing with so many environmental problems. You're going to have air pollutions, you're dealing with noise, you're dealing with literally so many things that is inconvenient for someone who studied outside the country. You're new to so many things again. You have to start trying to adapt. Like, it's a lot, and through the process you start getting ill, you start falling ill, having to treat yourself, doing a whole lot just to make sure that your health is in check. And you have to do it, because if you're sick, come on, you can't even function, you can't go from place to place, you can't be all cheerful and all, because you got to treat yourself. So environment is another thing, one of the experience, or one of the struggles, like people who studied outside the country, whenever they move back to Nigeria, they face. So another thing is job. Okay, I think this is like I don't know if I should call it a new topic on its own. Job is another thing that is very seriously difficult in this country. I don't know. I just have to go straight to the point. Job here is like you're picking something from the floor. Like you're picking a precious stone, a gold, down there from the floor, and just looking at it like, oh wow, finally. Like, it's really difficult. Let me tell you something. Like, there's this certain thing that people do, about having to pay for jobs and all. You pay for a job, and trust me, guys, you don't even get this job. Ask me how. You don't get it in the sense that they tell you, oh, I'm sorry, okay, the documentation was not very good, okay, we omitted something, we have to finish it up. They start giving you so many excuses, and you're like, for real? I mean, where is my money? Like, how did my money have to just go like that? I mean, you're literally paying for what you would have just gotten. Boom. You don't even need to stress over anything. You don't even need to think about it. But you have to pay for it, guys. Can you imagine? Do you have like, oh my God, how on earth would you go to a school for 4 years? I mean, 4 years experience. Some people have 6 or 7, like whatever years you spent in school. How could you come back that the people are supposed to be asking, okay, okay, submit your CV so please. You submit it and you don't even get called. So now some quite wicked people, or some, how will I call it? Sorry, some quite very annoying people tell you to pay some certain amount of money and you don't get like the job, you don't get feedback from them. That's how mean they could be. So yeah, that's it about it when it comes to the aspect of not getting a job. Then lastly, another thing that could be very, very, very annoying and difficult for someone who moved back to Nigeria is the standard of living. Guys, like, it's no longer like before. Things have really changed. I'm so sorry. Yeah, things have changed. I mean, before you could spend, you could, just relax yourself. You could be all, like budget and stuff like that. You could use some 1,000 naira and go to the market. But now, you have to have some change in your pocket. Like, your budget has to be over. For example, if you want to go to Nigerian market, for example, you need to have about nothing less than 10,000 naira. If you actually want to get, that's if you want to buy something, or maybe unless you're going there to just get biscuits. I'm just being honest. So you have to hold like something in your palms. You have to hold money and get what you want. You cannot just go and start, pricing here and there, because there's a lot to buy. Okay, imagine now, okay, you want a lunch or something. You get a meat, you get fish, you get other things, you get rice. All those things are not as cheap or as easy to get as before. Before you just, think about it, oh, I want to get this, and boom, it's right in front of you. No, you don't do that anymore. Things are now expensive. You need to hold at least something, like a lot of money in your hand to get something. And I tell you, you may not even be okay with what you get, because the moment you're going to present your money out there, you don't even know, you can't even count. Literally, you can't even. So guys, I've come to the end of the video for my experience for someone who studied abroad and moving back to Nigeria. Hope to see you guys next time here on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me.